Hello, guys. It's me, Atlas, and welcome back to the Galaxy Cat podcast. So, today we're doing something a little bit new. We're doing our first ever special guest interview. And our first guest is the lovely Kaciekk, as she refers to herself. Say hello, Casey.
Hi.
Alright, so, the cool thing about this special guest is that she is Donnie's sister, which is I didn't even know that she even had a Discord or a YouTube or anything, which is really I think is really awesome. So me personally, I really like the art style that you do. I like plenty of things that you've worked on. And when Donnie showed me the animation, I remember just being on Discord, my own business. I saw this animation, and I was like, "Who did this?" And she was like, "Oh, my sister did this." I'm like, "Get her in here now, right now!" And here we are. So I'm very happy to have you on the talk show, and I hope you're happy to be here as well.
Of course.
Okay, so of course, an interview is not an interview without questions. So, for my lovely listeners, in the end, or when I'm done these list of questions, you may ask Casey herself some questions. Now, you're not a very, let's just admit it, we're both not very popular, but you do have
Right.
your own following,
Right.
and you deserve, some people, you do deserve some more views in a way. Yeah, definitely like views. What's the word called? It's not popularity, it's recognition.
Recognition. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Snap my fingers. Do a twist. Never mind. So, anyways, I have these questions written on my phone. I may ask more. So, let me ask you. So, who are you and what do you do?
Well, I am Casey. I go by Casey KK, and I basically call myself the creator of Lincoln Pony, which sounds weird, but it's the mix of Lincoln Park and Milo Pony, except kind of gone away from Milo Pony. They're just ponies. And I do animations and comics and art with them.
Okay. So, the second question is, how long have you been drawing and animating for?
Well, I've been drawing for, longer than I can imagine, but seriously drawing, I've been drawing for maybe 9 years seriously. And animating, I think my first animation was 8 years ago.
Okay. So tell us what it takes to be an animator and what advice could you offer to newbies?
Well, you gotta love drawing over and over, and you have to have a lot of patience, definitely.
Okay, that's a good answer. Cause me, I say for animation wise, the only type of animation I've done is like flip books on like sticky notes, and I've done stop motion videos before with Halo Mega Block figures, which was pretty fun. I really want to do that again so bad, but I don't have any space to do it on. But I don't know. So, anyways, next question is: you seem to like mixing Linkin Park and MLP together, which I, of course, never seen before. When and how did this become your favorite thing to draw and animate? What's the attraction to this idea?
Well, it's kind of it's strange because I don't exactly know how it just came about. Dawn got me into My Little Pony in 2012, which was the exact same time that I got really big into Linkin Park. And since I've always loved creating characters, there's something about the personality of the band members that fit well for characters. So I made them into ponies. And at first, it was just kind of a fun thing to do, but it just got bigger and became like my life. So there's that.
So, outside of animation, what are your other hobbies besides that?
I don't really have any.
So that's all you do? You just,
Yeah,
draw and...
basically.
Okay, so any other talents?
Uh, base. All I can really do is draw and animate. Is
Okay,
basically.
that's fine. So, give us how tell me how long did it take to make What We Don't Know, which is I think, like I said, it's a great animation. Give us an in-depth explanation of it.
Well, I started actually the beginning of it was in the beginning idea of it was in 2013, which is where I got the story. And I tried doing a video in MS Paint and Movie Maker, but that didn't go well. And then fast forward to 2016, September, I had got a Toon Boom, which is an animation program, and I started doing the video, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can do this. So from like September of 2016 to about July of 2017, I was working on it consistently. And then after July, I had to take a 6 month break for something I don't really want to get into. And in January of 2018, I got back into it and I finished it in November of 2018.
Okay. And what is now? I have an idea. I watched the animation at least once or twice, and I can say it's really damn good. So, what's the premise of it? Can you tell us what the story is about? Like, what is the story about with the animation?
See, this is where my audience is specifically more towards Linkin Park than My Little Pony. People who know Linkin Park will know the story. The main character, Hyper Blitz, is based off of the lead singer of Linkin Park, and it's him reflecting on his past and all the bad things that he's done. And he's basically isolating himself from his friends. And so his friends are trying to like remind him of his worth and try to pull him out of it. And he like finally snaps out of it and things are good.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about the animation. Me, I have to say, when it comes to being an artist and drawing those type of characters, you have to show emotion in them. You have to keep them away from the uncanny valley. You have to keep them away from being simple. You show great emotion and relatability with these characters, and that's what I really like about it. Because at times I feel like that too. I've done stupid shit to my friends. I've done stupid shit in general, here and there, and I isolate myself quite a lot from others because of it. And it really makes me happy that in the ending, it just shows that there are friends who will just go like, "Hey, don't worry about it," and just move on from it.
They'll basically true friends are those who stick with you for your lowest point.
Absolutely, and that's what I like about the animation. It gives a it that's what I like about it too. I mean, of course, duh, MLP is about friendship and all that
And
stuff,
that if I
but it
can
also mixes the Linkin Park message into it. So it's like two things
mhm,
mixed into one, and it does it correctly.
yeah,
Because people are not really usually these days are not huge fans of MLP. They don't understand it, or they just don't like ponies, which is fine. Me, I consider myself more of a furry, but still doesn't mean I don't hate two of those things. And I have more of like a interest, confused but yet interested thing to it. Like I really want to see more of it. Like despite it's out of my league, it's something that yeah, I'd watch it, I'd support it. I definitely watch these these band horses do their thing, and I think it's awesome. And it doesn't completely, I like how it doesn't even completely rip off Linkin Park at all. You give them their own names, you give them different hairstyles and stuff like that, and it's kind of cool. I mean, yes, it is inspired by Linkin Park, and I don't know much about them, but I can respect the creativity you put into the characters, and that's what I really like about it. So the last
basically.
question.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
sorry. So the last question I have for you, possibly the last question, I hope.
Possibly.
Yeah, because I already wrote like a few. What are your next projects, and what can we expect from you in the future?
That's the thing. Right now, I'm kind of lost because What We Don't Know was my biggest project, and I finally got that done. And I'm like, oh, I don't know where to go next. I do have a comic that I need to release. It's just kind of hard. It's in a hard spot right now, and there's a story that comes after that comic that I would like to make an animation for, but we'll have to see. I do have an idea for a short animation that would be for the birthday of one of the characters I have.
Well, that
That's
sounds wonderful. And listen, if you need any ideas, I can probably shoot a few, and I'm positive that some members here on the podcast will give you some ideas and definitely some motivation if you need it.
yeah.
Because me, I definitely want to make my own stuff. I can't say I can animate digitally, but I definitely want to make some comics here and there and do more stuff like that. So, um, we're gonna go ahead and unmute everyone, all the listeners, and we're gonna go ahead and let them either talk with each other or talk with you, whatever it is. Let's just get this podcast going. All right, so everyone unmute themselves, and if you have anything to say to Casey, go ahead and say it. So, guys, what do you think of the animation? What do you have to say to Casey for the animation she made?
Thought it was pretty good.
Haven't got the chance due to I've been busy working on a new song.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, I'm not a.
oh, go ahead, Emmer.
Well, I'm not a big fan of ponies in general. I do have a few friends that are into it, and they'll occasionally show me some animations and stuff. So I mean, I don't, I don't hate this stuff per se, but it does catch my eye sometimes. There are some interesting things, and I do have to say that your animation is pretty well done. I mean, better than anything I could do. I just started delving into animation myself, but again, like barely. Like my first, I'm working on like a little GIF right now of just Amir throwing off like a raincoat or whatever, just something small. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty inspiring.
You said this took you about 3 years to do, right?
Well, I'd say about 2 years from September of 2016 to November of 2018, with a 6-month gap in between.
Yep.
That's still like really, it's really impressive that you could like keep with this for that long. And like the fact that it turned out so well, like I give you a lot of props for that.
Thanks.
How about you, Chico? Any comments?
I mean, what you do is pretty damn amazing. So all I can really say is like, keep going and you'll do great.
I love.
Thanks.
You know what's the
Time.
most. You know what's the most inspirational part about what you just said? The sniff part. The part. I absolutely love that. I mean, if I need motivation, I just need you to say a few words and sniff, and dude, I'll just do it. By the way, Donnie made a new sketch. Can you color that in, Donnie? Can you please color that in? You actually drew me in a suit. What the hell?
I know. I noticed that.
Nice.
Where are Casey's eyelashes?
Oh, I don't draw my characters with my specific persona with eyelashes because I just don't see myself as that feminine.
Oh, okay. I was just asking a question. I was gonna ask about that because I was like, usually female OCs have the eyelashes, but that's okay.
She's
Yeah.
probably my only exception.
What, is it like a tomboy type of thing? Not to sound rude or anything, or is it just
I
your
don't know.
style? Is it just?
I guess.
All right, just asking. Cause me, and I do gotta get a new Galaxy hoodie, like a real life one, cause the one I have has no zipper. I need to find a nice, Galaxy hoodie. But enough about that. This is about you. So,
Here, I'll put in something of.
I actually remember when when she first started it.
yeah.
You were like ninth grade, was it? I think.
When the idea for What We Don't Know came out, yeah. came
Yeah,
about.
I like the idea
Wait,
of
it came out
It's-
like when you were making like a pony.
Like, I
Hmm.
can show you the beginnings of what this looked like.
Like I know
Yeah,
I've seen the
sure.
folder before.
Where is
Um,
that folder?
By the way, Casey, you are free to post some art in the voice chat text and
Alright.
show off more stuff. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, and do the comparison too of before and after,
Yeah,
which I
want
think
to show
is
you the
which is really
the
cool.
beginning of what we don't know, like where it started from.
Now,
Dude, I only have a very little bit of it.
besides Lincoln Pony, if you could, what like let's just say we came up with a random idea, what would the random idea be?
Like, what do you mean?
Well, let's say like besides like ponies and stuff, what would the other thing be? Because usually when you do the same thing,
Pleb, please.
sometimes you want to make like a side project that's different.
Well, I'm just been so invested in this that it's kind of hard, but
No,
if
I understand
would,
that.
If I would, I'd like to try working on Griffin characters. I like Griffins.
Oh yeah, griffins are pretty damn cool. I like griffins. Griffins are neat. So you have an idea of making like just griffin characters or a story about griffins?
Well, I mean, if I could think of a story. I've already started making some characters, but that's because one of my stories with my ponies has griffins in it. And here's some griffin designs, and I just use a base in MS Paint because it's easier.
Oh wow.
Just
Well, I'm sure that if you need any help with creating something, I can definitely help as well. Alright, so, Donnie,
Yeah.
tell us more about your awesome sister.
Well, I know she had a really awkward art style. You know what?
we all did at one point.
You know what's funny? I love how I'm trying to get Donnie to tell good things about you, and she's just now gonna straight up roast you in an instant.
That's all I'm good for is roasting. I'm sorry.
You're gonna roast your own sister. That's so fucked up.
No, I'm going to say that I found it like cool that she started with, and that's actually hard for some people, starting off with MS Paint and Movie Maker.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I remember using. I remember.
This is
I remember drawing with dull pencils and fucking. When you start off as an artist, like beginner, I'm not talking about like MS Paint, but like on traditional paper,
right.
you just draw with dull pencils. You don't sharpen at all. You don't erase anything, and you just rush all of it. It's insane. I'm so glad I don't do that anymore, unless I get really bored.
Is
'cause-
Hyper like a totally different color, or is it just me? He looks like a different yellow.
Yeah, you dulled him down over time.
He's more green in the top one, I think.
Yeah, he used to be like super bright when you first started.
Oh my god, the beginning designs for them.
Well, it's definitely a step up. I mean, it takes a lot of, you got a lot of mental energy and a lot of thinking to just go, hey, if I'm doing this already, it's gonna get better, and it did, and that's pretty inspiring. It's pretty cool. I mean, yes, a lot of people have done what you've done, but you deserve to have that type of spotlight where, hey, we should expect something coming out soon, like next, like what's the next we don't know, what's the next I don't know, what's the next we sort of know but we don't know where we're going, type of thing. I don't know. So, but yeah, I'm excited for the possibility of a Griffin story. I think that sounds great.
I mean, like I said, it's gonna be like kind of half Griffin, half ponies so far.
That's fine. That's honestly okay with me.
I mean, the Griffins are kind of the bad guys, but
all you need to do is get maybe like side writers, voice actors, whatever to help out. Hell, maybe even make a Patreon for it. Make it a thing. Do it. Do it now.
Yep.
So yeah. But this is really surprising. It like from where you started to where it presents itself now is just a huge step up, and that's really good. So keep up at it.
Just gonna
I
look
also
at-
wanted
I
to
mean,
men-
I can't give you any advice. I'm pretty sure you know what you're doing, so that's good. Because me, I've been drawing for 11 years, mostly on
Right.
paper. I'm just getting into digital, and I kind of suck at it. And it really makes me feel bad about being intimidated by the tablet. I never really liked the idea of drawing on a tablet, because it feels so unnatural and
You know,
strange.
I thought that to begin with too, but now I don't think I would go
Oh,
back
I
to a
fell
mouse
in
ever.
love with it instantly. I was like, "Oh my god, this is actually really cool." I adjusted the settings and everything, and I was like,
I'm
"Yeah,
gonna roast myself and find old art.
don't roast yourself."
No,
Don't-
I like looking at my progress.
Today-
Yee.
I wanted to mention that because we were talking about how long ago she made it. She did release it on Lincoln Pony Day, November 10th, which is the day I guess you dedicated it to. Do you
because-
know for a fact that's when you made them?
Okay, I'll give you the link on the first ever post I made on DeviantArt that was Lincoln Pony related. It was on November 10th, and that's why I made it.
You know what's crazy? I remember my drawings from like 2010 and 2012, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I really want to show my old bad drawings, but no, I don't. I don't really want to." But man, I think when in 2010, that was like my kind of huge creativity explosion. I just started making a lot of characters, and I changed my art style dramatically.
Oh, that's when you said about side project. What I might actually do
Mhm.
is bring back before ponies. I did Anthro Neopets, which sounds crazy, and they had magic
no,
powers.
No.
And I'd like to kind of bring that idea back at some point and like redo the characters, make them more unique.
I was redoing the characters too. Like I made like for Inktober, I brought back.
Shit, I haven't seen or heard about Neopets in like fucking.
I have a
forever.
shit ton of them on my wall right now. On
Neopets
shelves.
is my childhood.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
would love to.
You know
That's
what?
bad.
You know what? Club Penguin's my childhood, bitch. Beat that.
Club
Your
Penguin
Club
was
Penguin?
mine too. Okay, I can
Yo,
have multiple childhoods.
let me tell you something. I used to be like a general in those snowball fight wars. I'm not lying, but when I started snowball fights, I fucking won a lot of them. You know how like some people would be like, hey, join the yellow army, join the blue army, all these different colored penguin armies, and they just start fucking decking each other with snowballs. Well, I did that shit, and I remember just having like a huge group following me around. Felt like a
Remember my
god.
Swastika in his igloo.
No,
Oh gosh.
Oh my
no,
God.
that's not right.
Oh.
I know nothing.
This is why Club Penguin shut down.
Club Penguin just shuts down instantly. Oh my god.
Oh, there's a
I was
swastika
so
shut down.
yo, I was so sad when Club Penguin got shut down, man. Cause I wanted to get banned before, or I wanted
That
to
was
get,
your goal. You wanted to get banned.
yeah, I wanted to get banned before they shut down Club Penguin, but I forgot my password, and the username was with an email of my grandmother's email, and she died like forever ago.
Aw.
So
Ooh.
yeah.
Let me see. I'm trying to look for something and I can't even remember.
I don't even
Still
like the
Club
new Club
Penguin
Penguins, all
rewritten just to use Club
3D
Penguin.
and shit.
I thought they were shutting that one down too.
Are they?
Yeah, they didn't. Surprisingly, they didn't yet. I've gotten my account banned like 3 times on that already.
Anyone know about
Donnie.
Quackity?
Because one time I got kicked for saying Hitler.
You got banned for saying Hitler?
What, Casey?
Oh, one second. Oh gosh.
Donnie, why do you keep posting pictures of your pony trapped in a cage?
What the?
Is this a new fetish?
I hope
No.
not.
I hope not either.
Imprisonment fetish?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure.
Anything could become a
Probably already
fetish.
exists.
Anything. I got beaned because of saying, "Hey kids, do you want free games?"
On what?
Hey kids, what's the free V-Bucks?
Yo, one time I was on Club Penguin and I remember just, doing my shit on Club Penguin. My older brother, took control of the keyboard and he typed in "What's up, bitches?" and he got me fucking banned. I was crying. I was like, "Why did you do that?" I was like, "I got you banned for 24 hours. Who cares?" I'm like, "I don't care. You got me beat."
Alright. Old.
Part about Club Penguin rewritten. You
God,
can't
the
get a permit.
wing.
The wings are okay.
Yeah.
The wings are okay.
That's actually one of my favorite old art, and then I redid it.
Oh my god! Look at
That's
that!
And that's a year old. That was October of 2017.
Holy shit! All right, I'm gonna
Wow.
actually screen share this for a moment. Take a look at this.
You guys are
Listen,
lucky you have like tablets to draw on and stuff. I can only use a
listen. If you're
Holy
be quiet, be
shit.
quiet. Shh, guys, listen. I just want to make this very clear. If you're an artist that thinks you will never get better, take a good look at this beautiful art from before to after. Like shit. Seriously, for the love of God, do not stop drawing. Do not stop drawing. All right. That was serious. Shit. Makes me want to redraw some of my old stuff too, and I think I have. But
Chair.
I don't chair. Yeah, pleb just types in chair.
Nah.
Does that tip work for cooking? Probably.
But seriously though, Casey, wonderful job. That's actually one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite ones. So I want to tell everyone who's listening to the podcast to give some love, give some support. Hell, even donate to Casey if you can.
I don't even have any donation funds.
We don't care. If I can and if I will donate some muns to you to help you support on making animations. Any projects you come up with, I'll support it. Donnie will support it. I hope everyone here can, if they can. And
I support it for free. Because I
yeah,
live here
I
for
know.
free.
I know that, Donnie. You support her for free. That's great. It's wonderful. So anyways, but yeah, give her a subscribe on her channel, follow her on Instagram, and I gotta say, you're more. You know what's really cool about you, Casey? You know what's really cool about you? You don't.
I'm listening.
You don't make noises compared to your sister. You never roast me, and I don't know. You're just like you're not a polar opposite, but you're like a calmed down version of Donnie.
Telling in Morse code.
I'm gonna
No.
take that as a compliment.
Don't start with that Morse code meme. Oh my god. Okay, so we kind of reached to our we're almost at 30 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye. Casey, do you have anything else to say or last message before we wrap this up?
Like you said, any artists who don't think you're gonna get better, just keep drawing, and especially for animation, just draw and draw and draw. Just don't stop. Draw every day.
That's wonderful. So anyways, I'm gonna of course give a link below to your channel and your animation and stuff, and I hope you come to the future podcasts.
All right.
Well, that's about it for now. Say goodbye, guys.
So,
Bye.
Bye,
yeah.
everyone.
Peace.
Okay, bye then.
Bye.